welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I have a nail art tutorial to share with you, but I'm also going to be showing you guys how I do my press on nails at home. As you know, I love nothing more than painting some fancy nails and putting them on and making it look like I have the most awesome nails. So if you guys want to see all the steps I take to use the nails just temporarily or more permanent, then just keep on watching. So the very first step is to go ahead and measure the nails, and the nails I like to use are the medium length oval by Vixie, and this is a seller on eBay, but she's also available on things like Instagram and things like that. So what you want to do is pick a size that completely fits your nail from sidewall to sidewall and then from the cuticle area to the tip, and you don't have to press it. So the good thing about these nails is they all come with little numbers on them. So what you want to do is when you're measuring the nail, you want to make sure you aren't pressing the nail hard into your own natural nail. As you can see here, this one is far too small and it will fit if I squeeze it, but the whole point is if you're squeezing it, it's going to pop off. What you want is to be able to slide the nail on and it fit from sidewall to sidewall, and you see none of your natural nail, but also it isn't tight and it fits like a real natural nail. So the next step is to go ahead and file those nails. Now I like to do my filing before I do the design, and that way I don't interrupt any of the polish or whatever else. So all I'm going to do is file a little bit of the sidewall and straighten out the tip. So now that we have the false nails already, it's time to take care of our cuticles, because I find that if you take care of the cuticles, you get better adhesion of the nails and they look a lot better as well. So all I'm going to do is take my same old cuticle pusher and the little knife at the back and tidy up any of my cuticles. Now long before I started this tutorial, I had oil on my nails so my cuticles are nice and soft, but you could definitely get away with a little bit of a dry manicure as well. Next, you're going to grab a buffing block and buff the surface shine of your nail, and this is great for helping the glue and the false nail to adhere to your natural nail plate. I'm not going to be actually using the glue today, so I'm barely touching mine, but all you would need to do is remove the surface shine. And finally, to make sure everything's clean, I'm going to go ahead and use some antiseptic spray and a lint-free nail pad. So for the purposes of today's video, I'm not actually going to be using glue to stick them to my nails. I'm going to be using this Ultra Track reusable sticky tack, and this stuff is amazing to hold the nails onto my own nails while I'm painting them or on my little practice hand. So I put a little ball-sized amount on each nail, and I'm just going to go ahead and add the Flakies to my own nails, and all I'm doing is sliding them on and making sure they're pressed firmly on. And this sticky tack does an amazing job at holding them, so I could paint them on my videos for you guys and things like that, and I really love how it turns out. So now that we've got these Flakies on, it's time to start painting these babies. And first and foremost, I always start with a base coat. Even though it's fake nails, I know that if I start with a base coat, I get proper application of the gels. So this is Semilac's 2-in-1, and I'm going to go ahead and cure every layer for 30 seconds in between. Next, I'm going to use Semilac's Black Diamond, and I'm going to paint 2 coats on each nail, curing for 30 seconds in between, and I'm going to be painting the pinky, the pointer and the ring finger with that. Now starting with the Geode nail, where I've already decanted a little bit of strong white out into my little paint palette here, and I'm going to do sort of like a rough textured circle going around the whole nail, and this is going to act as the inside of the Geode. And I didn't want it to be a perfect circle, I wanted it to resemble like the inside of a rock, so it's going to have jaggy edges. Once I was happy with the shape, I'm then going to use the same white and fill in the middle. And then once again, I'm going to pop this into an LED light for 30 seconds. And when the white comes out of the lamp, the next step is to go ahead and decant the colours that I'm going to be using. And as you can see, the geode that I'm taking inspiration from has lots of pinks and blues and purples, so that's mostly the colours I'm going to be using today. And as always guys, I will go ahead and leave everything that I use linked in the description box below, so if I don't mention it, then you know what it is. So the first step in building my geode is to go ahead and outline the whole outside of the rock with a really bright purple, and this is DC 110 from Bluesky. And once I've did this, again I'm going to flash cure it for 10 seconds, and I'll be doing that between each layer. Next I'm going to switch over to a different brush for a more mottled effect with the gel polish, and the two blues that I'm going to be using is Butterfly Blue by Gellux and Polar Dream by Vynn. And all I'm going to do is add the lighter blue around the outside, then mix it with the other blue for a more marbled effect and add that to the inner of the geode. So the next step is to go ahead and fill in the inside of the geode with Gelaze's Diva Bride, which is a really beautiful neutral sheer pink. I'm also going to go over the rest of the colours that I added to the geode, so it gives it a more muted effect. Then after that, I'm going to pop this into an LED light for the full 30 seconds so it's completely dry. Next, we're going to be adding some pizzazz to the inside of our geode, and you know I love me some pizzazz. So I started with a base of hologram diamond by Lechat, and while that was still wet, I went and added two different kinds of Flakies by Born Pretty Store, but they both have sort of a different colour to them. Then the very last step in the geode nail was to go and add a really super glossy top coat, because let's face it, those sparkles look absolutely bloody marvellous underneath a glossy top coat. And then I popped that into an LED light for 30 seconds. And finally, I'm just going to remove that sticky layer. So now we're moving on to the rose quartz nail, and the very first step was to go ahead and add a coat of China Glaze's Diva Bride. And then again, that goes into an LED light for the full 30 seconds. So to start the rose quartz design, all you're going to need is some white acrylic paint and some regular tap water. It doesn't have to be hot, just your basic tap water. I'm going to be using two brushes, a really fine detail brush and a more fluffier brush. And the detail brush is for adding the lines, and the fluffier brush is for soaking up any excess water. So I really made a milky sort of watery consistency with that acrylic paint, because you want it nice and watery. And all I'm going to do is add some veins and then suck up any of the excess water with that brush. So at this point guys, my memory card ran out, but all I did was add some more lines, and then I covered those lines with more of the polish so it was muted, and then I added some more clear crisp lines on top. And finally, to finish that rose quartz nail, again I'm going to add a glossy top coat. So this is where things get super exciting. This is where rose quartz meet Japanese style nail art. I'm using my Bluesky decor gel and this really beautiful crystal mix that I picked up from Aliexpress in a recent haul. All I'm doing is adding some of the crystals, some of the little gold bits, and really guys, I didn't have any rhyme or reason. I just added some of the stones because I thought it would bring the whole look together. And the very last step in this design was to pop that into an LED light for 50 seconds. And then finally, I'm going to just add some cuticle oil. So guys, this is what the design looked like once it was complete. I really love how this one turned out, but I also really wanted to show you guys how I do my fake nails. And obviously, I haven't got these glued to my nail. If I was gluing them to my nail, I would be using my NSI Poly Bond. But other than that, the whole steps, everything is the same. So as always guys, I really hope you enjoyed today's tutorial and found it helpful, and if you have any questions or you want to ask me about a specific technique or you want me to do something, then do let me know in the comment section below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. As always, if you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Kylie. I am a complete nail polish addict, and on this channel you will find everything from nail art to swatches, reviews and the occasional haul. So if that's something you're interested in, I upload every Monday and Friday, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button and I will see you in the next one. Bye!